Friday 5. What Cup teams with new drivers are better off? Some moves were made by teams. Others were made by 4 races into this season. One can get a glimpse of how those changes are working out. In some cases, 5 of the 8 full-time teams that had driver changes for this season are showing an uptick in performance in the first 4 races of this season compared to the same time last year. No surprise that former champion and crew chief Colpin have raised the level of the number 19 team at Joe Gibbs Racing. Truex has the number 1 team at Chip Ganassi Racing also has seen a 73-point gain in the first 4 races this season with compared to the same time with last year. Busch has 3 also making gains this year are the number 6 team at Roush Fenway Racing with. He has 3 and also have helped their teams to more points than last year at this time. DiBenedetto took over. LaJoie replaced DiBenedetto in the number 32 at GoFaz Racing and has a top finish of 18th. LaJoie has scored. The teams that have not seen an increase of points so far compared to last year include 2 teams with rookies. Rookie replaced. The other driver move was Suarez taking over the number 41 car for Stewart-Haas Racing and replacing Busch. Suarez has won 2's race to 200. A few numbers to digest in. He comes into this. Busch has 199 NASCAR wins in 996 starts, a 20% winning percentage. Busch has 494 top 5 finishes in those 996 starts, scoring a top 5 in 49.6% of his starts. Busch's 199 career NASCAR wins have come on 28 different tracks. Among the tracks the most victories Busch has had in one season in Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks was 24 in 2010. Busch has won a NASCAR race in 21 different states and Mexico. The most victories, 3. So far so good. This year marks the first time in the past 3 seasons that a Cup car was not penalized for an inspection violation after the race would be dropped to last in the order. Any winning car. So far, no team has been given such a penalty in Cup, Xfinity, or the Truck Series. That's quite an accomplishment in Cup. Each of the past 2. In March 2018, NASCAR fined crew chief Rodney Childers $50,000, suspended car chief Robert Smith 2 Cup races, docked 20 points and the team 20 owner points. That was discovered after Harvick's win at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Harvick also lost. In March 2017, NASCAR suspended crew chief Paul Wolfe 3 races and fined him $65,000 when his car failed inspection after the race at Ism Raceway. NASCAR also penalized Harvick's team after that same race. NASCAR suspended 4. One or the other. Since NASCAR created the West Coast Swing in 2016, Kevin Harvick or Martin Truex Jr. have managed to win at least once in those 3 races. They'll need to win this weekend at Auto Club Speedway to keep that streak going. 1 at Las Vegas. 5. Extra work. ThorSport Racing drivers, and will be racing this weekend even though the Gander Outdoors Truck Series is off. They'll compete for Ford Performance and Multimatic Motorsports in Friday's IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge at Sebring International Raceway. Crafton and Enfing. Related slideshow Best of NASCAR 2019 provided by Iman.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.